Wano country is a place where the most elite swordsmen can be found. It is also the place where the poneglyph were made. Welcome pirates to our channel. And in this video, we will discuss the downfall of Kaido and how will it happen. But before we start, if you are an anime fan, consider subscribing to get the latest anime theories, discussions, and topics. The former prosperous place was swallowed by great darkness when the Emperor Kaido arrived, which provided the great suffering to the residents of the country of Wano. Former place with beautiful and clean environment has been destroyed because of the factories making weapons that is affecting their natural resources. We are introduced to the sad but great death of Odin, to show the whole history and the experiences of Wano residents in the hands of Ords and Kaido. However, Kaido's rule and evil will end in the coming of the person that will destroy him and will release the country of Wano, and finally, will have their freedom. Now, the result of the alliance of Luffy and the samurais in Inagashima, that will result to the defeat of the monster, Kaido, is also coming. Emperor Kaido is the most powerful creature in the world, who is feared not just by other pirates, but even marines. Aside from Kaido's own strength and powerful allies, his fellow emperor, Big Mom, became his ally. Luffy failed to defeat Big Mom in the past arc. Even if Luffy's priority is not to defeat Big Mom, we can see immediately the big difference between their powers. However, no matter how strong Kaido's companions and power are, there is still one thing that will cause him defeat in the coming big war. This is nothing than the betrayal of his allies. Deception is not new in the story of the Wano, where the former allies have been conflicted because of the betrayals. The Wano country is not just covered by a great evil, but it is also a place which is full of deception and betrayal. Everything begins with Orus' alliance with Kaido and its betrayal to the Kazuki family for his purpose to become the Wano country shogun. Former 9 Red Scabbards member, Kanjuro, is identified as the spy that provides Orus the information to remove the Kazuki family in the Wano country. Yakuza boss Kaishiro was later identified also as Denjiro, who was just waiting for the right time until he met again his companion to have their revenge on Orus and Kaido. Even with alliance between the 3 supernovas, Kid, Hawkins, and Scratchman APO have been turned into a betrayal, where Scratchman APO has been secretly working for the Emperor, Kaido. All-Star member Queen has also recognized a spy in their group. X-Drake was appointed to watch Kaido's movement. Shogun Orus also did not escape from the betrayals that happened in the country Wano, after being killed by his own party and alliance, Kaido. Kaido's daughter also betrayed his father, after working with the Straw Hats, just to kill Kaido and release the Wano country to freedom. That is why I do not think that the betrayals that will happen in the Wano country will end here. Betrayal is one of the keys that will continue, that will lead to the downfall of Kaido in the coming big war. One of the alliance with possibility and likely to end up with betrayal was the alliance of 2 emperors, Big Mom and Kaido. Kaido also said that it was a big mistake to make an alliance with a pirate, because they would also break the alliance once they see an opportunity. Even the children of the Emperor Big Mom do not recognize their mother's alliance with Kaido, and they seem to have other plans. The 2 emperors have the same goals, and this will affect their alliance. As I said, many more betrayals will happen in the coming big war in the Wano country, and this can happen especially in Kaido's group. The pirate is made up of violent and barbaric members that does not appreciate and respect anyone, except their Governor General Kaido. Even the members of All Stars, who are standing as Kaido's right hand, have no respect for each other. King and Queen have a difference between them, and these 2 also look down at another All-Star member, Jack, who looks afraid of his companions. We also know that most of Kaido's companions and territories have their own objectives. Kaido's reputation as the Emperor and his fearful power is enough reason for other groups of pirates to follow him. Instead of killing his captives or opponents, Kaido tortured them first until they follow him and ready to become one of his people. Although Kaido's people follows his commands, it does not mean that they are faithful to their leader. Because of Kaido's strong power and violent actions, the other pirates did nothing but follow him and submit to his leadership. An individual is coming to correct their mistakes and give them the courage to fight their fear. An individual who is ready to sacrifice his life for someone else, which has strong determination and ability to give inspiration and encourage other people. In the coming war, Luffy will show the Wano's that despite extreme fear and despair, there is still a way to win against Kaido. Luffy's serious determination and strength will give inspiration to others to join him in this fight. Today, Luffy continues to inspire others as he did to the prisoners in Oden prison to fight for their freedom. There is also a possibility that in the last battle, Luffy will be able to convince other members of the Pirate Beast to come with him to fight their leader Kaido. Because of Luffy, the former pirates, who are afraid to fight Kaido, will have the courage to fight the Emperor, considered as the most strong creature in the world. Vassal Hawkins is an example of the pirates who were forced to join Kaido's group, also because of his defeat to the Emperor for the safety of his own life. That is why the possibility is great that later, Vassal Hawkins will also be with Luffy to fight against the monster, Kaido. Now, All-Star member, Queen, knows the spy in their group, X-Drake, who is one of the supernova who dare to enter Kaido's territory. Because of X-Drake's alliance with Luffy's group, the movement of one of the supernovas, Hawkins, is also near in the fight against their leader. Vassal Hawkins' separation from Kaido's group is one of the way to build the conversation of all supernova allies to come together against Kaido. Let's also not forget that almost all supernova today in Wano country have his stories of how Kaido beats and tortured them. So we will expect the revenge of them because of what Kaido did to them. In Sabati Archipelago, where the supernova was first introduced to us, especially about the 5 rookies with big bounties on their heads. It can also be one of the hints that an alliance between supernovas in the near future is possible with the same goal. Another hint in the possible help of supernovas to Kaido's death is Kozuki's statement about Oden 20 years ago. After reading this letter from the great samurai, it said something about individuals coming to the new world that would overcome the monster, Kaido. Here, also you can see while Hiyori and Momonosuke are sleeping, we can see origami balls that seem to have an indicative from Oda. I think these origami balls represent the 7 supernova that will join forces to fight Kaido in the last stage of war in the Wano country. In simple words, this is the 7 supernova possible at the same time that will fight and that will help defeat the most powerful creature in the world. That is why the last battle will happen between Emperor Kaido and the supernovas, with Luffy who will give the final attack to Kaido. So who do you think will defeat Kaido? Will it be Luffy, Zoro, or who else? Kindly put your answer to who will possibly defeat Kaido in the comment section and why will these happen. Thank you for watching. Until next video.